Hello, 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 hello. How is everybody doing? Happy Thursday. Are we ready? Today will be very, very interesting. Yes, yes, yes. Hang on. I finally. I finally. I finally found my working tripod. Happy Thursday, yo. How is everybody doing? Are we ready or what? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, 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 welcome. How is everybody doing today? Everybody good? So happy and glad you are here. Question of the day is, what are business things that we should stay away from, or things that are gonna put us in a situation that it's not good in business, you know what I mean? Hi, hi, hi. Hi, is everybody? I'm trying to get all the information you all sent me so that we can proceed. How is everybody doing? Kind of slow. I know it's Thursday. Everybody's almost coming to us weekend, but I'm glad we all are here. It doesn't matter if it's 70 people or it's 7 people. We're still gonna take it very, very seriously because it doesn't matter how many people tune in. We're gonna show up and show up. How about that? Yes, so thank you for showing up, yo. My name is Victoria Adventurer. I've been to all 50 states, 5 continents, small business, logistics, taxes, and today we're talking about insurance, and then tomorrow we can talk about taxes because we don't want to be overwhelmed. I know it's tax season, but today we'll talk about insurance. How about that? So I'm glad you are here. Who's ready to make this paper? You feel me? and my motto every day is this channel is about holding each other accountable to win as a small business, and we take it very, very seriously. Do you hear me? Very, very seriously. We do not take anything for granted. You know, I am just in awe of how awesome you all are and how much you show up. I know it's cold, it's freezing. Yeah, my name should be Miss Hoodie. I wear my hoodies all the time. My sister used to tease me that I wear a hoodie in the summertime too. I'm one of those. I'm always freezing. I don't know. Yes, yes, yes. Welcome, welcome. I'm glad you are here. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification button, y'all. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Like, share, subscribe. Subscribe, share. Come on. Subscribe, hit that notification button. Let your mama know we are out here in the streets making this money. Let your grandma know. Let your homies know. Let your group chat know that there's a channel over here we are trying to win as women in business. We ain't playing games. We're going to hold each other accountable. We're going to help one another rise all the way. Men have been doing, like I say all the time, I have my passport bros that I see at the airport all the time, and they'll be singing. Every one of them, I've never had one that doesn't have that motto. They say they make 100K a month. If they can do it, who are we? And women, we talk a lot. We talk. We have group chats. We have all kind of groups, church groups, this group, Bible study group. Over here, we're gonna have that community that we're gonna grow together and make this morning, because the government is the largest employer. If you didn't know, on Tuesday, it talks about government contracts. And if you haven't watched that, I dropped it already. It's on my channel. And I'm excited, yo. I'm just excited. I said I'm going to start doing this every single day. Show up so that whoever is going to show up with me, we're going to win together. How about that? We're going to win together. Okay? Okay? Yes. So the question of the day is, what type of insurance is needed for a small business? And the reason I'm talking in general, every business has different qualification of different insurances that they need. Some need more than one insurance, and some just need one. So just first of all, you have to figure out what kind of industry you are in, what your state requires of you as a business, and what type of insurance your business needs. But we're just gonna go through just the fundamentals of what you need, so that when you're going to look for the insurance, there's all these insurance scammers, or they sell you insurance that you don't need and all that information. So it's very important to be informed, because the more you're informed, nobody's gonna try and take advantage. Okay, so welcome back to my channel. If you're coming back again, I am so glad you are here. Shout out to y'all. I am so excited. You don't even understand. 2026 is the year of being brave. I'm telling you, I used to have this phobia of talking in front of people and stuff like that, but I'm glad that is over with. I'm done with it, you know? But we're not gatekeeping, like I said. This channel is all about learning different money making things that is gonna put you on the map. Whether it's a small business, whether it's government contracts, whether it's taxes, whether it's story time, whether it's um, finance and retirement, whether it's travel. I've traveled so much. I've traveled, like I said before, I've traveled to all 50 states by car, by train, flying. I've been to every state, every territory that is American, and 5 continents. So I'm not here to brag. I'm just saying I know what I'm talking about. I have I have tea right here. Man, I have other people that have already done more than I have that I follow or I know of. I have learned a few things from them too. So, who's ready? Are we ready or what? Drop insurance on the comments. If you have a business, if you don't have a business, drop I'm new and I'm ready. I'm new and ready. I'm new and ready. Okay? So 2026 is a year of leveling up. We're gonna level up. We ain't playing games with nobody. People are winning, and over here too, we're gonna win. Okay? Okay. So let's get to it. Part one. A proper LLC setup, the foundation. You need to file the articles of organization that is part of the state, your state. If I'm in Massachusetts, I have to figure out all the articles of organization that I need or for my state. State dependent, okay? Number two, you need operating agreements, even single member LLC. Every single, like let's say for instance, is more than you. There's a couple of you guys starting the LLC together. Every one of you will need an operating agreement. Then you're gonna need the EIN. EIN from the IRS. EIN is like your social security for your business. Okay. Then you're gonna need a separate business bank account. Then you're gonna need a business accounting system to file. When you're filing your taxes, you know where all your money goes or how you're operating your small business. Then you're gonna need the licenses and permits. Okay. And then once you do that, you'll be ready. Okay. So the most important things for an LLC setup for business and insurance in 2026. The business insurance comes with an LLC. That's the reason you heard me talking about what you didn't understand why I said those 5 things. Those 5 things cannot happen. I mean, if you don't have those 5 things, the insurance part is not going to happen because they're going to be like, well, what are we insuring? It's like you going to buy a car insurance, but you don't own a car. In Boston, we say car, and everybody says car. So bear with me. Again, sometimes I say car, sometimes I say car. One and the same thing, you know? I know. It's an East Coast thing. Okay. So after you do that, okay, I'm going to recap. LLC setup and business insurance in 2026. What is actually needed? Before you start an LLC, you have to watch this. Watch this video. It's very important, okay? Business insurance explained for LLC owners. How to protect your LLC in 2026. Those are all kind of like highlights that people use to tell you how to think what they're talking about. But it doesn't matter what phrase we use. I'm just gonna be basic. I'm gonna use basic knowledge so that I don't overwhelm people who don't know what I'm talking about. Okay. So, anywho, we're gonna say if you need to ask a question, I always do that towards the end. I have some tea, some good information that you're gonna enjoy towards the end. I try to first give you all the information and then we go and ask the question towards the end of the live. How about that? I'm glad you are here. Welcome, 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 welcome. Okay. Do not start without having insurance. Do not start a business and not have insurance. It's like driving your car and you don't have insurance when somebody hits you or you hit somebody, it's a done deal. It's not good. So now that you worked so hard to start your LLC, the number one thing you do not want is to get sued. And if you get sued and you don't have insurance, oh my gosh, that's a story for another day. But over here, we're going to be accountable. We're going to help one another. I'm going to hold your hand and I'm going to tell you the truth right here. So if you're new, just know I have all these other videos already that I've already done since a couple of weeks. So I'm going to be uploading this replay tomorrow. Yes, yes, yes. Comment insurance if you have a small business. Comment I'm new and want to learn. Oh, I'm new. And you can comment during a live if you don't subscribe. So like, share, subscribe, my friends. Okay? I'm glad you are here. Again, like, share, subscribe. Hit that notification button so that you know we are out here in the streets learning all this good game, okay? Thank you. So I'm gonna recap for all the people that are just joining in. Part 1, proper LLC setup, and that's called the foundation. If you don't have this, you're not gonna be in a good situation because you won't be able to move past this. This is what you need, then you get the insurance, okay? First, you need to file articles of organization within your state. If I'm in Massachusetts, I have to go and find out what my small business or LLC needs within the state to file. Okay, so that is called articles of organization. Articles of organization that is within your state, whether it's Massachusetts, Washington, Hawaii, Alaska, Texas. Every state has different rules. Number 2, you need an operating agreement. And just in case it's more than one person for that LLC, every one of y'all is gonna need an operating agreement. Okay? Number 3, you'll need EIN from the IRS. That is like your social security for your business. Okay? That way you have a personal social security so that you can be identified as you. Same thing, your small business is gonna be identified through that your EIN. Okay? Number 4 thing that you're gonna need to do is separate business bank account, not personal. You can't mix personal bank account with your LLC. No. You need to open a business bank account. Okay? Number 5, you're gonna need a business accounting system. If you're not an accountant or a bookkeeper or you don't know nothing about how to take care of taxes and money, it's very important to have a business accounting system if it's more than one person. Actually, It doesn't matter if it's one person. It just helps you out when you need to file your taxes or you need to figure out what's happening with your business. Okay. Number 6, you need licenses and permits. Okay. An LLC without separation is just paperwork and confusion. I'm gonna hit that again. An LLC without separation is just paperwork. Just a joke. We ain't joking over here. We're gonna be serious business women. You hear me? Okay, that was part 1. Now, part 2. Why LLC alone is not enough. A very important lesson that you need to know. An LLC protects your personal assets, meaning nobody can come for your personal assets. But not always. Some of it actually it's kind of confusing, but I'm just gonna do the basics and then we're gonna break it down as we go. Okay. LLC is just a legal shield, and then insurance is a financial shield, and you need both. So an LLC protects your personal assets, but it does not replace insurance. So an LLC is a legal shield, and insurance is a financial shield, and you need both. Both. Okay? You don't need one, you need both. We're gonna recap. An LLC alone is not enough. The most important: general liability insurance. It covers bodily injuries, property damage, customer incidents. Every business interacting with the public should have this, which is a general liability insurance. It's like mandatory. You have to have it. If you don't have it, you're gonna be in hot soup. You remember grandma used to say that? Hot soup? Okay. Number 2, you'll need a professional liability insurance, which is like errors and omissions. It's mostly for people who are doing consulting, like consultants, coaches, financial advisors, and service providers. Those ones need that part. They need the first part, the general, and then they need the personal liability, which is called errors and omissions. Okay? So it covers usually consultants, coaches, financial advisors, and service providers. It protects against claims of negligence or mistakes. So if, let's say, for instance, I'm selling you something and you go and say, my business said it does this and it didn't do it. That's the only way it can get covered, because probably the contract between you and me and you is not thorough. So over there, that's where we also need a lawyer, but that's not a topic for today. Okay. Number 3, commercial property insurance. That's another type of insurance. And this covers if you have an office space, equipment, and inventory. So if you're in a warehouse or you have rented a small space somewhere in a big, large, like let's say in the mall or just an office that is not part of your house, meaning it's outside your home. So long as you have an office somewhere, you have to have commercial property insurance. And then it's gonna cover the office space, the equipment, and inventory. Okay? And then number 4, this comes to everybody. This is needed. If you have employers, you'll need workers' compensation. It's required if you have employees, and it varies by state. Every state has different regulations when it comes to workers' compensation insurance. Okay? And then number 5 is cyber liability insurance. It's very, very important in 2026. You see all these things that are out here that we need to know and learn. Okay, as a small business, you have to go with the flow. As in, you need to learn. Now everybody's talking about AI. You need to figure out why AI is gonna work for your business and all the important things that it's gonna work for and work against. So you need to learn. Those things are very important. So number 5, cyber insurance. Cyber liability insurance is very important in 2026. If you collect customer data, you process payments, which most of us are doing, or you store emails or financial records. This is important for you because of all these data breaches that are rising. There's all kind of people who know how to snoop into your life, and you need that for before your customers or people sue you. You understand? Then okay, we're gonna recap. We're gonna recap to about the insurance types. There's general liability, professional liability, commercial property insurance, workers' compensation, cyber liability insurance. Okay, which we talked about just a second ago. It's very important to have it in 2026. It wasn't a thing before, but now it is. Okay, but all the way we're going back to part 4. Part 4 is common mistakes LLC's owners make. And before we get into that, I'm so glad you're joining. Huh? What's up? I don't want this to feel like a class or whatever. This is just information that you need. Keep it over here. Over here, it's all about money, movement, mindset. Okay, money. Everybody needs money. Movement, meaning this community, we're gonna be winning and holding each other accountable. And movement is important, right? Right, my ladies, my friends, my homies, okay? And mindset, because if you get a business and you're growing and you don't want to grow within your company, you're gonna fail. Meaning you're gonna get overwhelmed and you won't be able to perform. Or don't limit yourself. You might think because you got a contract that is so high and you've never seen such kind of money that you don't need to pursue or get that contract. No, there's all different ways. I'm gonna talk about it the next time because I don't want to put too much information at once that we can't limit ourselves. Sometimes God's open those doors and windows, and sometimes he opens the roof. So if he opens the roof and there's so much coming through, you need to figure out how to grow and how to handle your business. You feel me? So anyway, coming back to part 4, I'm so glad you are here. I'm excited. 2026 is a year of leveling up. We're gonna level up. We're gonna get this money. Grinding is a must. We are grown. We are ready for retirement. We are ready to have a good time. We need our business to work for us so that we can have money and a legacy for our children. You feel me? Who's ready to level up? Who's ready to level up? Come on, y'all. Drop level up on the comments. And you can leave a comment during my live if you don't subscribe. So like, share, subscribe, hit that notification button, my friends. Over here, this community, we're gonna be off the chain. Okay, we're gonna learn. We are not keeping nothing. All this information actually is for free. It's just that people don't want to tell you, or you might not even know it's for free. So I'm just gonna give you all the gems, and then when it comes to the other part that is not free, we're gonna get there when we get there. How about that? I'm just so glad Like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button. Let all your homies know. Let your grandma know, your sister, your auntie, your mama, everybody. We need to all up our game. How about that? 2026 is a year of leveling up. You feel me? Yeah, drop that comment. Comment, level up if you're enjoying this live. Okay? Thank you. And the replays are every day. I post them the next day because that's when YouTube drops them. Okay? All right. So part 4. Common mistakes LLC owners make. These are the red flags. These are the what? The red flags. These are the mistakes that a lot of people make and they don't even know. Or they know, they just ignore, which is not a good thing. And which are not separating your finances. The minute you mix your business and your personal, it's not gonna work. I've been a bookkeeper for years and I see a lot of small business struggle because they mix all their personal with business, and then by the time they're trying to do their taxes, they're kind of overwhelmed because they thought they did the right thing and they didn't. So don't do it. Number 2 thing is not having a good operating agreement. And that's how sometimes when you start a business with somebody and then you break up as partners and then it becomes a huge mess. You don't want that. Number 3 thing is being underinsured, meaning your business is doing $1 million um, contract, or you're just going too fast, and then your insurance doesn't cover that, which is very, very, very bad. It's not good. Number 4 thing is assuming small business means low risk. Now, every business is a risk, and those risks you have to be ready, because sometimes you're on the red, sometimes you make some money, sometimes it's just profit. That bag is just coming and coming and coming, and you think, oh my gosh, this is the life. And then the next year there's nothing. Then you're overwhelmed because you didn't save or you didn't put money aside for your taxes, which is another story for another day. Not reviewing your coverage annually. Like I said before, insurance people, they are not your friends. Some of them, they could be even your friends, and they still gonna take advantage. And then you're in a bad situation, and boom, somebody sue you or something, and you're like, what? What do you mean? So please be careful out there. Read your documentation. If you don't, find yourself a lawyer. And these days with ChatGPT, by homie, what you can do is you put all that on your chat and it's gonna break down some of the information for you, or any AI platform that can help you, and then you figure out, or you kind of get an understanding what the agreement is talking about. And if you don't have that type of time and you have the coin, get yourself a lawyer and make sure you're on the right side of the insurance, you know what I mean? So the biggest mistake is thinking it won't happen to you. All these things is part of life. Insurance scams, insurance lies. Sometimes you pay and you're not even being insured because that person did not uh, put your paperwork through or whatever. So you're paying for insurance that is not even available to you. So you have to be very careful. So what have we learned so far? The big lesson today is building a business is not a joke, but don't fret. Building a business is about growth. Keeping a business is about protection. You feel me? I'm going to repeat that. Building a business is about growth. Okay? Keeping a business is about protection. Okay? Insurance feels expensive until you need it. Until you need it. Do not in this life play games. It's just insurance like Uncle Sam. Uncle Sam, once it comes for you, it means you didn't pay your taxes. So insurance is the same thing. If you didn't buy insurance and something happens to your small business, you get sued, or your inventory or something or you fell, or somebody fell in your store or whatever, you need to be protected. Okay? So I'm gonna hit that important lesson. Building a business is about growth. Okay? Keeping a business is about protection. Okay? Insurance feels expensive until you need it, my friend. Yes. Do the right thing. You know? Do not follow people who want to be cheap. Cheap will cost you more than anything in this world. Don't cut corners, because you're gonna regret it, to be honest. Okay? All right. So, how is everybody? I'm so glad you are here. I don't want to feel like I'm just mumbling. Yes, that was a mouthful, wasn't it? But the good thing is, you haven't missed out. It's just coming through. We do the replays every day. I'm going to post it tomorrow when it's available from YouTube. This YouTube streets is making me so happy. I'm telling you, I used to have speaking in public was not my thing. I was like, oh my gosh, how are we gonna do this? But I'm glad it's over with it. I'm getting my feet wet. I'm just excited. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification button, okay? So that you know when I upload. I'm here every single day. Yes, I'm here every day. And I'm on TikTok at 6:35 p.m. every day too. Over there is story time and I DJ. But over here is serious business. You feel me? Over here is for grown people who are ready to get this bag. Okay? Over here it's all about money, movement, mindset. You feel me? Do you hear me? We are not playing games. We are here to get paid. We are here to finish 2026 strong. We're going to level up. Level up. Drop level up on the comment. And just know you won't be able to do it during the live if you don't subscribe. You have to subscribe. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification button so that all these good stuff doesn't just pass you by. Okay? 2026 is a year of good stuff. I can feel it. Like I was telling you on Monday, I was sleeping and I had this dream that money was literally dropping from the sky and it was just coming to me. And I opened my hands wide. I received it all. I was like, yes. So that is a sign, yo. That is a sign. And my number one affirmation is money is forever circulating freely in my life. There's always divine surplus. I'm telling you, you have to have God in your life, family, and therapy. Those three things have been very good to me, and I thank God every day for them. God, family, therapy. Those three things are my trio. Like, I can't live without it, and I am so glad. And the Bible tells us if we seek, we'll find. If we ask, we shall receive. And if we knock, the door will be opened. So if we don't work hard on this thing, it's just not gonna happen. All right. I'm so glad you are here. So now we're gonna turn tables and to get into a little bit of story time. Insurance. A lot of people play games with insurance until you get yourself in a bad situation. I remember my friend had um a van. He was transporting goods from here to there, and I don't know if he forgot to pay him. I don't know why he didn't have auto pay, but somebody hit them and it wasn't good. So he was doing so good, and then all of a sudden he couldn't do it no more because that whole situation, even though he wasn't on the wrong, and because he didn't have insurance covering that whole situation, it put him in a very bad situation because he had to find a way to fix his truck. And then these people are trying to tell the insurance that they are not going to pay him because he himself doesn't have insurance. It was a mess. Who wants that? So it's important to have insurance, my friends. It's very, very, very important. LLC is not enough. Protect your business, my friends. You don't want to get sued. LLC mistakes that will, will you might even feel like you shouldn't have started the business itself. You'll be like, dang, why did I do this? You know? You don't want regrets over here. We want to win. Okay? 2026 is a year of leveling up, money, movement, mindset. This channel is about winning. We're gonna win as women, we're gonna win as homies, we're gonna win in 2026 because you shared this replay or you're live here on my live so that you can learn. We need to learn some information, feel like stupid if you know it, but somebody else doesn't know this information. Remember, the reason I started this is because people call me or they ask me all these questions, and I decided, why should I keep telling them over and over when I can just come here and do a live, put it on YouTube, and it get views, and views become money. So I'm doing myself a favor and them too. So we're both winning. So you're gonna win, I'm gonna win. So like, share, subscribe, send me. But for some reason I can't see it. So if it's you, subscribe for you to leave a live comment so that I can answer your question. But I'm glad every one of you is out here. I am actually in awe. I never thought this was possible. Like I told you, I used to have this phobia of talking in public. I'm like, it's gonna be listed. Oh my god, am I gonna just go out there and I don't know what to say? But I'm glad I took a chance, and here we are. So like, share, subscribe, start that YouTube channel too. Learn. Let's learn. Let's make this money. After all that travel that I've done, if I was putting all that in, and my highlights and everything on YouTube, I would be a million, a million followers, to be honest. But I'm not fretting. It's 2026. I'm not worried about all that. We'll get there. I know we'll get there. But at the end of the day, you have to start somewhere. It's 2026. I started last year, late last year. I was like, you know what? I have this YouTube channel. I've had it for so long. It's about time I catch up and start posting, and I hold myself accountable, and I'm going to hold you accountable. If you're watching this, I'm rooting for you. Start that business, girl. Start that business. You're going to make it. Have a legacy for your children, you know. Let them teach them that they can do this. And with all this social media and all this, you know, information flowing out here, it's important to have something that is yours. Yes, thank you. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification button. Let's win together. We are gonna win. You hear me? Yes, my question was, but I'm almost coming to an end of this live. So, anywho, but the question of the day was, what type of insurance is needed for your small business? And I already did all that. Yes, the replay will be posted tomorrow. Monday, we spoke about finance. Tuesday, we spoke about government contracts. Yesterday, we spoke about funding. Today, we're talking about insurance. And then tomorrow, we're going to talk about taxes. So every single day, we're going to talk about Monday through Friday. It's all about everything to do with business. And then on the weekends, we're going to recap everything that we spoke about Monday through Friday into a story time. So that one I'll be doing on the weekend story time. We're going to laugh. You're going to ask questions. We're going to know one another. We're going to enjoy. This should be a safe space for you. Like I said, God, family, therapy. And those three things have been very good to me. I thank God every day that I'm alive. Okay? I thank God every day that He keeps me strong. I thank God for helping me let go of that fear of what I'm going to come and say out here and just post and forget about it. So I'm glad that I'm out here in the streets doing this. It used to freak me out, but yeah, we are. We are. This 2026 is the year of leveling up. We're gonna level up. You hear me? Money, movement, mindset. We're gonna make this paper. You feel me? We're gonna get this bag. We're gonna go get it because we are go getters. Okay, we ain't playing. It's not about just grind. We're gonna be serious, very serious in the streets. You feel me? So, like, share, subscribe, hit that notification button, and I'm here every single day at 10 p.m. on YouTube and 6:35 p.m. on TikTok. Over there is story time, and I DJ. Yes. Yeah, like I was saying, do not have an LLC without insurance. It's like having a car without insurance, driving reckless, or somebody's reckless out there and they hit you. And then you're like, oh my gosh, you know? You don't want that. Yes, I'm so glad you are here. We all need money, but money without knowledge is just a temporary thing. We are not temporary here. We're going to be winning. All right. We want to be stable, growing steady. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow, yet again at 10 p.m. God is good. I am glad you are here. Money, movement, mindset. Go get it. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification button so that you know when when we upload. Yes, I can't just upload it. I have to wait for YouTube to let me know that it's ready. I think they do that just to make sure there's no information that is not copyright and all that stuff. And this is not sponsored, so I'm not gonna give any shout outs to no insurance companies. We can do that at a later date. Hopefully they're gonna sponsor me later once they hear all these gems that I'm dropping for y'all. Okay? And before you leave, drop one word or what describes your financial goals for 2026. Mine is not one, mine is three. Money, movement, mindset. Drop what describes as your financial goal. Okay? Drop it on the comments, y'all. And yes, I'll see you tomorrow at 10 p.m. I'm always here Monday through Friday. Okay? Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification button like I said, so that nothing is gonna pass you by. You feel me? Yes, we all need money. We need structure more. We need discipline more, even more. And we need a strategy. Financial literacy is not survival in 2026. Do you hear that? Yes, we all need money, but more importantly, we need understanding. Because money without knowledge disappears. We don't have time for that, do we? Money with strategy multiplies, okay? Money with a strategy multiplies. We are not playing games in the streets. We're gonna get these bags, okay? It's not about flexing. It's not about impressing. Those days are gone. But to survive this game, to breathe easier, sleep better at night, you need to know money ain't evil. Mismanagement is. Money ain't greedy. I'm gonna say that again. The devil is a liar. He's trying to make me not say it right correctly. Money ain't greediness. Ignorance is very expensive. Let that sink in. We all need money. We all need what? Money. Money, money, money. I can't sing that song because I don't want to be flagged. YouTube is a little bit, it's not like TikTok. TikTok over there's so many things that you can get away with. Over here in YouTube streets, you need to figure out all the information you just drop out here. You need to even say you're not sponsored. You need to say all these things and be careful of using other people's stuff and whatever. So I'm glad I'm learning. Thank you for all y'all who send me all these little nuggets. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification button. Money with a strategy is gonna make us more money as we sleep. How about that? Okay. I'm so glad you are here. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification button. Until I see you tomorrow, may the Lord bless you. I am so glad that I'm so blessed to be here with y'all. Thank you so much. And nighty. Good night. All right. Peace. Yes.